You guys ready? You ready? Look at this. Hey, hey, look at this beautiful. Look how good this looks. Okay, that is one thing I cannot deny from Dr. Black. Okay, it looks fantastic. We went the lawn route. Okay, no damage on here except some hair. All right. It was tedious. Okay. So some interesting things. Okay, first of all, front sight left to right, rear sight right to left. A little different. I don't know why they did that, but okay, that's fine. Uh this was this took some work to do. Okay, this one we had to file. This one was able to start a little bit, didn't have to remove too much material. This one was a little bit more material removed, but we took the approach of I don't want anything to be visual, so you can't see any silver on this. That's where, and look, the funny thing is I know the first video it doesn't have many views, but it's got like maybe 300 views or something, but it's getting a lot of you talking to me. All right, I want to make it clear. I want to make it. I know you could probably tell my frustration with it. I was disappointed in the first video. Okay, I am by no means like screw Dr. Black. I'm pissed. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm not telling you guys not to go buy it. Okay, Dr. Black is. These are gorgeous. Okay, they're just they're really nice to look at. Okay, what I'm disappointed by is that you're paying, and you guys have to remember this channel. Okay, I'm not thinking about just myself. I'm trying to think about everyone in general that is a pistol nut or would love to get into the pistol community. This is expensive. You're looking at $500. Okay, just with the slide, rear sight, front sight, and the frame. Okay, the fact that we even had to do this kind of work to me is feels insane. Okay, I had a couple friends say, front size, oversized, real steel. I don't want to hear that anymore. Okay, and my friends know, they know me. I digged into them. Okay, I think that's one of the stupidest things I ever hear anytime. Anytime I hear, oh, real steel does it. Okay, this isn't real steel. Okay, these don't exist in a real steel. Closest thing to it probably is Atlas Custom, but you have to remember those are steel. But we don't need that kind of stuff. There's a reason why they have it oversized. Dawson, STI sites, you get to measure them and get the right side, and then you have to file them. You get the triangle file and you file them. For friction fit, okay, there's a reason because you got this hunk of steel moving, bam, bam. You got your bullets, okay? You got this massive power. We're a fraction of it. This is airsoft. What Cal did with the front sight, undersizing it, and then two screws, and then you Loctite it, you're done. That is ingenious. It was probably the best thing. I remember when I first did it, I was like, I don't like it. But then I realized later I needed to think about everybody. That is such a smart design, and it makes sense for airsoft. We don't need to do this. This is archaic, honestly. And I know some people would counter, well, I don't like it visually. Okay, fine. But part of me feels like this is intentional because I wonder how many people, if they had really hard experiences, get like this damaged their stuff, and they're like me. I'm OCD, and I'm like, oh man, I damaged it. I better go get another one. Cause I was checking the stores, guys. Oh my god, every store I check out, almost 90% of their stuff is sold out. So I know one, they probably have a limited run. They probably do small amounts, so they try to make it seem like they're in demand. I think that's how they did it. Airsoft Surgeon did it. High prices, it kind of feels the same. Okay, I feel like I'm going down the rabbit hole, but first of all, let me talk about what you guys need. Okay, I feel bad for anyone that's been damaging their stuff. I've done it a million times. Okay, you might see a little bit left over of it. Get yourself some paint tape. Okay, and just get one. You only need one roll. I promise you, it will last you for a lifetime. Get the OG stuff. Do not get the organic green crap. Get the old school paint tape. you know, just just the one that all the painters use. Okay, not the, no one likes that organic go green crap. It sucks. It doesn't stick well, and it's thin as crap. Okay, so get some good paint tape. Okay, you're gonna tape up this sucker when you're filing. Okay, let me get my. Okay. These are cheap ones, and if you want expensive ones, go to Brownells, or you can just go buy some high quality files. Okay, but you can go on Amazon. Okay, even Amazon, guys, get yourself. It should be mandatory if you are going to buy any slide in the future or have more than one pistol. You should have a file set. You can get a small file set, and you can get a medium-sized file set. The triangle one that you're going to be using a lot for front sights is this one. Okay, might be hard to see, but okay. And you just have to go at it really slow. Okay, you have to take your time, and I mean take your time, guys, because you are not going to do this in 5 minutes. You're going to do this in 30 minutes, an hour. That's the other reason why I'm kind of pissed at it, because I feel bad, because this no longer is a $500 set or $400 set. You are paying, if you don't have the skill sets or the tools, you are now paying a tech, and you got to pray to God that tech knows what they're doing. Okay, because if they don't, you'll see some silver. You'll see some damage on the slide from them trying to hit it in if they don't have the right tools. The next thing that you guys need to get is, okay, all my other drip punches are over there, but I want to show you guys. Okay, I haven't used this kit because I've been using one that I've been using for years on the channel. But you want this. This is your friend right here. Okay, not these guys, the rest of these guys. Okay, you want to get a nylon drift punch, or go on Amazon and buy. There's a set that has like a bunch of different sizes. Get that. Nylon is your friend for airsoft. Okay, brass and steel, I'd stay away from pistols. Okay, can you use them? Yes, you can. Okay, for like, knocking in those pins or whatever, fine, go ahead. But anything that is important, that you don't want to visually damage the slide or rear sights, nylon. Get nylon plastic, okay, whatever. Trust me, get it. It will save you the headache. And that's if you care about, let's say if you care about cosmetic stuff. I know there's guys out there that just want to get it in there. That's okay. I've done it a million times, guys. Look at me. Okay, I was building this sucker, and look at that. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I got 2 on here. That's for being, building it fast on camera. But when you take the time, you're gonna be just fine. Okay, so that's where I'm like, man, it's just frustrating. This is a $700, $600, depending on how bad it is. Now here's the next part that sucks. Okay. So after playing around with the slide and the frame and checking it, the next thing I want you guys to do, for if you are unlucky like me and you can see, well, hey, the slide doesn't fit the frame. It's the slide or the frame. Start cross-checking. Okay. Now if you don't have any extra aluminum slides, try the one that you got. Okay, the original stock plastic one. So he's going from a stock TM to Dr. Black. Okay. So I put it on here and I'm like, oh well. Okay, this works. Now, if you happen to have an extra aluminum slide that, maybe it might work, put it on. I put this on and I'm like, oh, it works. And I'm like, well, shit. And I haven't had this happen in a long time, okay? And I go over here and I'm like, okay, well, let's see if this works. Lo and behold, it doesn't. Okay, doesn't go on here. Doesn't go on TM either. Okay, I want you guys to look carefully. Watch carefully. Okay, that's the furthest I can get on. Okay, watch the left side. Okay, notice how I can turn it. It's stuck on the right side. I'm so pissed. Okay, so we don't know if, and you can see right here, You guys see right there? Look at that. So I don't know if they just forgot to machine the rest of it off. Sometimes I've had in the past, and it happened a lot with garter sliders. They would be bent in, and you guys saw this. You saw from the first video. I don't want any of those dumb people out there. You did it, because I don't. Thankfully, I haven't met any crazy Dr. Black fanboys. Okay, everyone's been respectful. That's been talking to me. You guys could tell how disappointed I was. And you guys have been all showing me a good experience. I want to show you guys one guy. He sent it to me last night at 2 a.m. Okay, and I'll do my best to cover his stuff. And you'll actually see how. But he was good. He was nice, respectful, and his gun looks beautiful. It's crazy looking, and that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to see how this comes about, and I'm looking forward to my Dr. Blacks, guys. I'm going to build a 5.1 and a 4.3. So don't get worried, guys, but we should have more expectations for something that is being charged so much, but it feels like a swag build company. So I don't know if people aren't like pressing the screw enough. Okay. What was I going to talk about? Shit, I already forgot. Yeah, I'm having so many internal dialogues with my head, and oh, let me just show you guys the cool video. His gun looks so good, and I appreciate you sharing, man. Boy, I didn't ask him if I could show on the video, but we'll just cover up his thing. I can forget how to get there. Okay. All right, I think he'll be fine, guys. Anyways, but look how good this looks, guys. Look at that. Look how crazy that looks. All silver build with that green. Looks gorgeous. And then we got a lefty, which is awesome. Okay. And then he's got the suppressor on here. I like the front tip on that. And this HPA thing looks crazy. It's got to be like some angled one or something. Alright, so, but look at him, guys. I appreciate it. He's funny. So he got lucky. 30 minutes in, sliding frame golden. He got a good fit. Okay, and don't worry about it, buddy. You're okay, guy. You're fine. Yeah, I like that. I like talking to people that are positive and cheery and happy. I want to have fun with this, guys. But this is airsoft, okay? It's not something that's so serious that you should be getting attacked or some shit. It's crazy shit, okay? So that's all. I want you guys to know. Not a big deal. It's I'm not end all be all for Dr. Black, okay? It's not wall of shame. It's definitely not wall of shame, because think about it, guys. I've been building pistols for 10 plus years, okay? I've had experiences like this multiple times, even with Gunsler Bro. Okay, not as many, but Airsoft Masterpiece here and there sometimes. In other companies, okay? So I'm excited to get this to work. We've got some work to do, okay? I have to figure out, I have to go, I ran out on lapping compound, okay? But I can see just from how loose it is on the other side, because we're able to rotate it, that this might not be a perfect fit, we'll see. I'm hoping it'd be beautiful, in that they just forgot to, maybe that when they ran here, cut over here, that it was just a little, they didn't cut enough, okay? Maybe the tool was dull at the end or something, okay? So that is my next thing to challenge, okay? I feel like I forgot something to talk about, but I told you guys to get paint tape. I told you guys to get files. I told you guys to get a punch. You want nylon punch set, okay? You want nylon heads, okay? No brass, no steel heads, but they usually all come with 3, okay? And you want to be smacking with your nylon on nylon, just in case if you slip, okay? You slip, you'll hit it, okay? The next thing you want to get is a nice vise. and you want to get some rubber jaws, or you can do wood with really thick paper and then paint tape on top of it, because you don't want any marks on this guy. Okay, it's not real steel. Okay, it's airsoft. That's one thing we have to understand, and that would be my counter to, you know, okay, like this should have been, this took a lot more work than this guy. Okay, and there's no arrows, so you know, in the video I was like herper derper, and I was like, oh well, okay. On this one, it went in just a little bit, but I still had to do some work to get it in there. And then you gotta drive it in there, and then you definitely get your Loctite in here. Okay, get your Loctite in here. Loctite it up. Okay, it's a friction fit. All right, and the other thing that I have to, okay, so I was disappointed with that, you know, buying all the same company. Now we just know it's a QC issue, okay? Because I have a couple of you have already said, hey, you had perfect fits, okay? So there's a couple of you, so that tells me, okay, we just got unlucky. We are one of the unlucky ones. We got a QC issue. Okay, so we'll chalk that up as QC issue. So next thing I will challenge is, okay, well, why are we paying a premium for 6063 when it's half the strength of 6061? That's my next question. You know, and I know some people are gonna. I already had one guy say, well, the surface and the finish on it is better on 6063 than. I gotta be honest, guys. It doesn't look that much better. Okay, I guess I would have to. And you could tell they do it different. It feels like, I feel like they might sandblast it. Maybe that's what, because it says on the website they offer sandblasting service. So it's just a matter of aesthetics. Are you willing to pay for aluminum that's weaker than 661, but pay more, and then knowing that they have all these cuts in here? Like, what's the longevity of it? That's the next thing I really want to tackle, and I don't know if I'm gonna like push Dr. Black up to the front because so many people are buying it. If I should just do that, but oh my god, I gotta save up money for that sucker. I know to do two builds, probably $2 to $3 grand. If we try to buy everything Dr. Black has. And the other thing too is, I hope they don't watch this video, because I want to send them a message. And I hope they don't get pissed at me, but they probably are gonna be. So I'm gonna have to buy it through, I'm just gonna have to go buy a third party, in which I'm almost is 99% the case. It's rare that I'm able to buy direct, because I don't want to have to. That's the one thing that sucks, guys. Holy shit! Every website you go to, it's sold out everywhere. It's sold out everywhere. What are they selling? 2 to each store? Okay, and it feels like Airsoft Surgeon. If you guys grew up during Airsoft Surgeon era, you'll know. You would have like very limited runs, 5, and it's like how people like gotta get, That's what would happen back then, and it creates this craziness, its own free marketing. And I don't know if that's the case with here, but I also think it's probably this is speed players. Speed players are like hype beast people. They love that swag stuff, that good looking stuff, and I don't blame them. But at the same time, it also comes with a caveat. And I know they don't like when I say this, but at the same time, I'm always going to be honest. They'd rather I'm not saying all of them, right? Don't get it twisted, but they'd rather spend more money on looks than internals, and all the speed customers I have had, I'm always giving it to them. I'm like, hey buddy, let's get you an upgraded hop up. And they're like, no, let's get that. I'm like, damn it, I'm trying to help you here. We should get you upgraded safeties. Thankfully now that these are, at least, they're aluminum. Am I crazy about them? We'll see. We'll see how long aluminums work. Guys, aluminum safeties were not a thing 5-6 years ago for me. Okay, it was you would spend money on the steel ones. Okay, those would never break, and they don't break. Okay, they get loose, but they don't break. So we'll see how these aluminums work. It's very interesting to see how far things have come, and I'm excited. Okay, so guys, make sure you understand. I'm not anti-Dr. Black. I'm just disappointed. I think the standards should be a little bit higher for them, since it's $500 and we got, you know, this crazy 5KU stuff. Okay, we got this crazy 5KU stuff for this right here is basically the frame and the sights, the frame and the sights. That's it. You get an outer barrel compensator, complete grip. You know what I mean? And it's functional. You know, we're gonna build this. We'll build this, okay? But we built the EXL1. Is it a pain in the ass to build the EXL1? Yeah, but this was the pain in the ass to fit. Now I got this pain in the ass. Okay, I gotta figure out where it's sitting. I gotta go put it on the bike. Oh, okay. I know people are gonna ask. So the first thing you're gonna do, guys, is it's now that we're able to put it on here and we know it's not the frame, you're gonna look at it carefully, and you want to wipe it off as much as you can. If you got some rubbing alcohol, get some rubbing alcohol. Try to wipe it off, whatever, and you'll see. Okay, well, hey, look, I got a little mark here. Okay, I can see. Okay, maybe it's a little too thick here. So what you'll do is you'll get this. You take everything out. You'll put it in your vise. Okay, or you can leave stuff in if you want to prevent it from caving in, but you got to be soft. Okay, be gentle with it. Okay, remember, not real steel. And you're probably going to try to remove just this section where it's hitting. I know we can't push any further, but that's what you do. You just remove it until you don't see that mark anymore. Take it off, put it on. If you got lapping compound, you can put lapping compound on. You can see it's a little on here, but not as hard as here. Okay, so we know this, it's sticking up. Now it doesn't look visually bent, but it could be. We just don't know. And I'm looking on the inside, and you want to look on the inside of the rails, and it's just detective work, guys. That's all it is. It takes time. You look at it carefully. You have it, get a good file set, get that vise, hold it in there, sand it, take it off, put it back on. Okay, we're getting better, we're making progress, then you kind of know where it is. But don't, if you get progress because of like, oh, I sanded this one corner, don't go crazy and sand the whole thing. Do not do that, okay, please. Just take your time, sand it, keep on going back and forth. It's tedious, but it's worth it, trust me, please, okay? Sand, put it on. Sand, put it on. Watch where the marks go. Watch where the marks go. Don't sand the whole thing thinking, oh, it's the whole thing is off alignment. It could just be that when they came here, they lifted off too early. Okay, it could just be that. We never know. Okay, that's why you just treat everything. You sand always a little at a time. That material you removed, you cannot put that material back on. Okay, and I don't want to hear any Bondo people. Okay. Alright, so just be mindful that material you remove is gone. That's it. It's permanent, buddy. Okay. Alright, that's it, guys. Remember, I'm not anti-Dr. Black. I'm excited for it. I'm still going to build my 5.1s and the 4.3s. I just expect more. 5KU has changed the game and increased that bar up. So I'm expecting everyone else here that if you're going to charge me a premium, you better give me a premium experience, or at least make it make sense. Okay? I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.